So I would guess, I would guess that there may be a psychotherapist or two in the crowd this size in Portland, Oregon, and that's a good thing. But even better is the fact that tonight all of you get to be psychotherapists for a few minutes. So embody the role, think about your responsibility. Here we go. Well, thank you very much for seeing me. I know therapists are busy as can be, and you even paid to be here. Now the problem that brings me here today, in the journals they call it MPA, that's music, performance, anxiety.
The Kenny Music Performance Anxiety Inventory, or Kenny Music Inventory, was developed to assess the relevance to MPA of the emotion-based theory of anxiety proposed by Barlow. Items for the inventory were either specially constructed or selected from other scales to address each of Barlow's theoretical components, including evocation of anxious propositions like uncontrollability, unpredictability, negative affect, situational cues, and attentional shift. For example, past or self-evaluative focus, fear of negative evaluation, physiological arousal, and memory bias.
Well, it just so happens a little while back, I had myself a major attack. Lord, I thought I'd died. My hand started shaking like a leaf in the breeze. It brought my performance to its knees. People in the audience were kind of looking away.
Well, according to Dr. Douglas H. Powell of the Harvard Medical School, research with competitive athletes and others in the limelight indicates that another model, the catastrophic model of anxiety and performance, may be more relevant to understanding social phobias, including those who have performance anxiety. In these cases, the figure describing the effect of anxiety on performance more closely resembles the left half of a bell curve. At a certain level of anxiety, imagine the flying at the 50th percentile of a normal distribution, performance suddenly plummets and does not recover.
So here I am, my name's been drawn, it's the horse that rode me, gotta get back on, but it's man of war, breaking from the gate, right here in my chest. Well, I know this never happened to flatter Scruggs, now I'm telling myself I should have done the drugs, and if you can help, meet me later.
A study reported in 1986 of 2,122 musicians in major U.S. symphony orchestras showed that 27% reported taking beta blockers. When musicians who took the beta blockers for medical reasons are factored out, slightly under 22% of musicians in the study reported using beta blockers occasionally with or without a prescription.
Now singing and playing is supposed to be fun, not like looking down the barrel of a gun, but your calming presence is being very helpful, thank you. Beat this thing, I know I can, I've done the research and I've got a plan, I got it from the experts.
Cognitive behavior therapy stresses a trimodal assessment framework, affect, behavior, and cognition, or ABC, whereas the multimodal approach assesses 7 discrete but interactive components: behavior, affect, sensation, imagery, cognition, interpersonal relationships, and drugs. However, only complex or recalcitrant cases fall for the entire 7-pronged range of multimodal intervention. Various case illustrations are offered as examples of how a clinician might proceed when confronted with problems that fall under the general heading of performance anxiety.
This problem brings me here today. In the journals they call it MPA. For any of you that need it, we can give you professional continuing education credits, certificates at the end of the evening. I'll beat this thing, I know I can. I've done the research and I've got a plan, and thank you very much for being part of it.